Welcome to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for March 11th through the 17th. I look at my calendar here. All of you that come back every week know that I'm always explaining my calendar's over here. That's why I'm looking over here. And then I pick up information in real time as I'm doing the video. So with that, let's get into March 11th through to the 17th. So we're going to look at the 11th through to the 13th, which is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, I feel that some of you are going to be letting go of some stress that you've been holding on to. But I feel that what you've gone through is also going to help you, I want to say, clean up and clear other parts of your life much faster, much easier as a result. It's like, I also feel like maybe it's a folding in and a completion in some ways. Maybe something was really stressful, but then it's like, okay, I'm done. And now I can clear the area and really do what it is that I want to do. I also hear that it's interesting. They're saying here because I see somebody pulling like cotton out of your ear. So they're saying, I hear you listening better, listening. I'm also hearing that if any of you have fathers that are on the other side of life, that your father also touches in and brings in information. This is the left side. So it would be the left side that I hear them coming in on this side for you. I'm also hearing the name James. So, yeah. All right. And I'm hearing toil, 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 as if you're just toiling away your days. It's not that they are wanting you so much to be so disciplined that you're like in a box, but they are saying that you are toiling away your days. Like these are vital times for you, vital moments, and use these moments productively, whatever that means for you. So whatever you've been not paying attention to, not doing, thinking, just saying, well, I don't have to do. Well, no, you don't have to do it, but now is the time to be moving, getting your energy moving forward, taking care of the tasks that are in front of you. I also see that there's was something that you're like looking for the missing piece of a puzzle, and I see that missing piece of the puzzle kind of coming in. I feel like that's going to happen around Friday. So it's as if you were trying to like I put something together, either put a group together or just find that missing piece that you were looking for. It could be work related, relationship, however, but I see it just coming right in on its own and fitting in. Sometimes we don't have the whole picture, as they say, and we never really do, because we're always sort of, I don't want to say like backing up, because that would be still kind of a linear expression, but we are always elevating our consciousness. And as we do that, then we start to, we open ourselves up to perceive more as well. Sometimes that comes with a reference. If we don't have a reference for it, we won't see it, even though it's right in your face. All right. I also see there's a move or a change for some of you. I feel okay about it. I feel like you've been waiting for it. It's almost like if it were a transfer or something of that nature. Changing locations is what I'm hearing. All right. All right, we're going to look at the 14th and the 15th, which is Saturday, Sunday. Right away for Saturday, there's this feeling of I know myself. I'm in tune with my own energy. Also that it's almost as if you've been coming into this space of knowing yourself more fully, and now you're ready to kind of go out and communicate that new self. It's not a new self, but when we really become aware of who we are and in love with yourself. You have to love yourself, but we don't always. Through different things we go through, like they say, for anybody that you see that judges, they're doing 3 or 4 times that to themselves. So this is a time, though, of where you've come into some fruitfulness, some fullness of who you are as a person. And so I see you stepping out and ready to meet other people that are on that same vibration also. I also see some sort of a completion, like there was a door that you shut, a relationship that ended, but I feel good about it. I feel like it had outlived its lifetime, let's say, or its usefulness as well. I also see that on Sunday, I feel like somebody's going to want you to do some work, and could be physical work too. But you may not feel like you are competent enough to do it, but they said you'll just trudge along and you will be helped, and you'll get it done. Sometimes we can't know everything. So if somebody were to say, okay, we're going to build this garden, and this is what we're going to do, and they give you all this information in your ears, right? But you set out to do it, and you're like, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before. I don't know if I'm doing it the right way. I don't know if I'm mixing the soil correct, etc. So this is you, giving it your best, putting your best foot forward, but also learning something new, like, oh, I'm glad I did that. Now I know how to do it. And then you feel much more proficient. All right. So whatever that is, it doesn't have to be something physical as much as though you doing the footwork or actually doing the work rather than, talking about how to do the work, or watching somebody else do it and thinking you're perceiving it. What we see and then doing it yourself is very different. So it'll be the doingness. All right, we're going to look at the 16th and 17th, which is Monday and Tuesday. They're having me rub my chest a little bit because I feel like I'm saying I'm sorry. I feel like it's part of your own self-healing that you're saying you're sorry. It's as good for you, because I feel like there's some blame and shame you've been putting on yourself, and this is you putting putting that love out by saying I'm sorry. Many times when we say we're sorry, it's not for that person as much as it is for ourselves, and this is as much for you as it is for that person, because this is something you've been holding on to that you need some healing and some support with yourself. I also am hearing blame and shame, not around that, but blame and shame. I feel like the blame shame game might be going on. Almost as if you're listening to somebody else that's talking about, well, they really could have done this like this, and they should have done that like that, and they never do that, and they just don't do a good job, blah blah. It's just somebody just talking over and over again about with their philosophy or idea of how something should be done and how it hasn't been done right, and how the person has messed up that has done it. Opinions, right? All right. Okay, let's see if there's anything else there. I also, this is very interesting because this is coming in on Tuesday. I feel like somebody that maybe they think, oh, I'm just joking, but they might be using you as a punching bag, making jokes at your expense, let's say. I want to say that you don't need to stick around for that. And you don't even have to have a conversation. You can just gently kind of leave the situation. Yeah, because that's just with love. That is sort of how that person is. But I feel like they are insecure around you because you bring up things within you are things that they don't have, and it makes them feel threatened. And so that's why they're going to be doing this, sort of picking on you or making fun of you, sort of thing. But it's not in good humor. It's and it's not useful. So yeah, they're saying don't eat your own pride. In other words, don't stay there because you're prideful. Like, I'm not going to let anybody, bully me, and then I'm just going to walk away. Like, I'm going to stay and take it. You don't need to. Leaving it is like in this instance, they're saying that's a better way to resolve it. All right, we're going to look at the 11th through to the 17th, all the way through, and see what they have. Okay, I'm hearing simple sauce. They're saying that, and I'm hearing emptiness. So they're saying that things are it's just a simple sauce. Like, just things are simple. They're not difficult. Don't make things difficult. And I'm also hearing something about emptiness. There are some around you that And I'm feeling this closer to the beginning of this timeline of the 18th through to the, I'm sorry, the 11th through to the 17th. Gosh, I'm hoping I did that right. Yeah, 11th through to the 17th. Um, I'm feeling it closer to the 11th through to the, say, 14th, let's say, of that's there's somebody that's got this emptiness within them, and I almost feel like I want to cry because make sure you look around and put your arm around somebody and give them some extra kudos and support, because I feel like somebody is feeling a great deal of emptiness and needing that extra ear to listen and just to be recognized, to know that I see you, I'm here with you, just that companionship. Right. Interesting. This is really weird, so I got to do this as I'm doing it, because sometimes they bring me information and they make me do it just so I can figure out what it is they're telling me, because they're having me like touch my face and my throat. I feel like I'm almost like checking myself, almost to see, am I okay? Am I okay? Um, have I been shattered? So this would have to do with, as I said previously, sometimes we can be in situations where we think, oh, it's okay, it doesn't really bother me, but then it really does bother you. It really is affecting you. So however this relates to you, I just feel like it's a time for you to check in with yourself and make sure that you're okay. Are your needs being met? Are you truthful with yourself? Are you truthful with what you're really feeling and thinking? Or are you just putting a mask on and going through? And there really is a self check-in time. I know we've got the coronavirus kind of thing going around too. So that is kind of the first thing, because as I said, the president was saying, "Don't touch your face," etc. Whatever. And but I don't feel that it's that. But I feel like there are some other situations, circumstances, maybe the things you're hearing around that, even though that are, maybe you're absorbing more than what you realize. I know myself personally that I was really picking up the collective consciousness, and I'm recording this. Let's see where we at here, on the 5th of March, but this is for the 11th through to the 17th. So it was on the 4th of March is where I was really picking up the collective on this. It was almost had me like in this still space of like, whoa, where I wasn't thinking the thoughts, but I was totally picking up the vibrations of this paralyzation, if that's a word, being paralyzed. All right. But I feel like this is just a self check-in, like, are you okay? Are you hurting? Do you have a need? So that's really what they're concentrating on. Let's see what else. All right, it's really cute because they're saying, don't put away your red wagon. And when I see a radio flyer red wagon, that is the wagon that you put your friends in, all right? And they're saying, don't put away your red wagon as if you're, well, I don't need this because, I got the friends I need right now, or there's new friends coming around there. So get ready, because there's going to be a lot of new friends and new circles of friends coming around you. And this is, of course, for everyone, all right, that we're in a time of kind of some new energies coming in around us. The old is passing away and the new is flourishing and coming in, and the new soul groups are kind of coming in to reconnect with one another as well. There are times where we get together with certain like-minded people to work through certain things or to assist in certain things. And it's not so much as that. I do feel there's just an awful lot of love, hurt, and loneliness on the planet right now. And the loneliness is so strong. And that these new friends that are coming in, these groups around us are coming in to give us support and love on our journey forward, almost like as a soul pack is what I'm hearing, which I love that word. To really, as in a pack, you can move forward much more gracefully. And this is not mobster mentality here. with love, I want to say that. All right, this is where your soul and your love and your vibration is so strong. It just clears and helps everything move through just easier. Something that would seem difficult is easier when you have like-minded individuals assisting you or just being there in your same vibration. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm hearing close your eyes and remember who you are, no lesser than a child of God. There's a whole beautiful poem around that. I think it's Max, I want to say Egart, but I'm not sure I'm saying that right. One of my favorites, actually. But they just want us to really, that you mean something and that you count. All right. For a lot of you too, I feel like you have been doing some persecution energy. I suffer for others. And I feel like some of that is also going to be leaving you. It's like, not that that's ever useful, because then you just have two people suffering. All right. So, and as I say, sometimes suffering is optional. But I just feel like this burden that you've been carrying, that it's going to be moving away from you. It's going to be like, oh, I can breathe now, like like a release. And I do hear family around this as well. So for some of you that might have family conditions around you, that maybe where this is strong. All right, and I'm hearing forgive yourself. So for any of you that are out there beating yourselves up for your humanness, or because you keep banging into the same wall, saying it's not a wall, it's okay. We've all done it, been there, done that, all right? But it's time for you to forgive yourself. I feel like that also probably ties into where you want to say you're sorry to someone, as I mentioned previously. So with that, I want to say thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your comments. I love to hear them. So with that, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week.